ladies and gentlemen. Been a while since I've done a video. I've just come here, I'm talking as off script. Just wanted to kind of do a small update video where I've been, what's happening with the videos that were supposed to come out, what's going to be happening. So since that last promise on those videos, the last ones, a lot of stuff has happened. Now I did have a look the other day, and I had a look to see if I could find that particular video, and I was going to post it on its own with a small message like this attached. As for those older videos, I no longer have them. Do not have access to them, and I can no longer post them. It took a long time for that video to be done. I edited it. It was fully done. I just couldn't come up with an outro unless I never posted it. Since that last video, which I think was the teaser for that series, there was supposed to be the entire thing. The entire campaign was supposed to come out, all edited the way that I wanted it. It was going to be uncut, but I decided to change it up a little bit. But anyway, I digress. The problem is that some of the stuff was just unusual, and I got the first video as I wanted it, and it was a good video. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was the mission from that teaser trailer. If I can somehow find it, I will upload it, as it was back then. The problem was I could not come up with an outro that I liked, and so it took me a really long time to kind of do anything about it, and it just sat there. Ended up kind of getting lost, essentially. Now, along with that, there was supposed to be the campaign after it, which would have been the Cold War campaign that Element was running on the TDCS Discord server, which we'll circle back around to that. That was also supposed to become, and I was going to make a full cinematic teaser for that, and I just never had the time or the inspiration to do it, so I never did it, essentially. As well as that, there was there's been another campaign. So after that, then there was a 1998 campaign, roughly. Which happened then after that. It directly follows on from that Cold War campaign, which was fantastic. I never recorded any of it, because the last campaign was never finished, and then I kind of left it be. And that's why there's been no more videos. That campaign is now finished as well, and in fact, Element's actually taken a break. So there will be another campaign. Whether or not there'll be videos on it, I don't know. It will highly depend on whether or not I want to get the map it's on. If I'm going to want to fly it, essentially. And if I'm going to have the time to do it all. So if I do, then I'll absolutely look forward to that. Now for what's happening now, essentially. Right, so what's happening now, and then what's coming. What can you guys expect from the channel for right now? Well, as you can see, I still haven't gotten a new webcam. This is still the, as you can see, 30 FPS Logitech one that I've had since I started, essentially, for the last 4 or 5 years. 6 years? 5 years, I think it's about 5 years. So I'm going to end up doing that, at which point you should hopefully see a lot more face cam and more videos from that coming out as well, once I decide, or once I have enough money and I've decided on what I want to get, and I get the right camera for what I want. So there's that to expect. As for current video projects, I've got one coming up that's on my channel, and there should be one coming up on a different channel, which I can come back to. Which I'll come back to in just a little bit. So, Okay, so the project for this channel, so this was supposed to come out about when the game came out. Alright, so the We Were Here Forever, the 4th installment to the We Were Here franchise. Now, me and my friend Nemu, who you might know, it's featured on the channel wall, which is not much coming from me, as small as I am. A good friend of mine, we did a bit of it, and we did record it, but all that footage is also gone from a long time ago, and never really got put into production. But we made stuff for it, and so what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a full series on that. So sometime now over next week, as of recording this, there'll be hopefully a large recording session, and we're going to get that done, get that out, and that should be maybe upwards of 4-part series that's going to come out, say, 2 a week for the duration of that. That's the current video projects that are in the works right now. So it's not technically started yet. This is a precursor to this, just so you guys know what's actually happening. Been a long time since I've done this, and talking to a camera again is kind of, frankly, strange. It's been a little while. As for the other video project I was mentioning, there is a project that will at some point come out on the Tactical DCS YouTube channel. Okay, so in conjunction with that, should be coming out on there. I was going to record it for this channel and decided that it would make more sense to start that as a bit of a thing over there. So by all means, for you that are here, go over and subscribe to them as well. Over there on the Discord, stuff like that, I'm there all the time. So go ahead, go over. Plenty of cool stuff over there on that channel as well. So there'll be a project which is my idea at the very least, coming out over there soon as well. Hopefully soon. So we'll see when that comes out. But it will be over there, so just keep your eye out. As for where I have been as well, I've had a lot of stuff to do. So I've had a lot of stuff to do over on the Tactical DCS Discord anyway. A lot of stuff I've done myself. Places I've been, things I've been doing. I just haven't had the time or the energy or the reason, I suppose, the reason to make new videos for my own channel. So I haven't done any, but I would like that to change and to give me something else that I can do as well for some of you guys. So a lot of stuff's been happening. So for the videos that I can do in between the other stuff, I will gladly, hopefully, be putting out more videos. I'm not going to commit to anything here and now. It would be a goal if I can get it down to maybe at least for a large chunk of a year, month, 2 months, 6 months preferably, have a video out at least one a week. How the logistics of that are going to work, I don't know. I'm not committing to anything here because I've committed to things in the past and it never happened. So I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it absolutely could happen that there'll be a larger set of videos coming out fairly soon. Like for example, my U-boat video, my original two video on that was supposed to be a multi-part series. That never went anywhere for the sole reason that I did the first video, fully recorded the first part of the first video, save file corrupted. So I re-recorded it, did that, I went to record the second video, save file corrupted. Re-recorded that, back to where I was, and then started recording again from there, which was the second video. The reception wasn't great, but I didn't expect much anyway from the size of channel that it is. But ultimately I decided that I wasn't going to do that again, because the save file disappeared a third time when I went to record the third part. and I decided that there wasn't much point in pursuing this for what it's doing. As for the With Friends series, hopefully that'll come back. It's a fun series to make. I love making them. If the guys are around and they're going to want to play, then more parts from that possibly. And like I said, we're going to have the We Were Here series coming out fairly soon, within the next couple of weeks. It's kind of what you can expect in the future. The type of videos, I'm not sure. It's probably going to stick to what I'm doing now. As to the cinematic videos, I've had some ideas recently. The problem is the logistics of getting it all done, recording it, and also then getting people to help me record it, because I don't really like asking if somebody wants to come and essentially wasting somebody's time for 3 hours while I sit there and say, grabbing 2 people, getting in flying formation and just saying, right, you do this and you do that, and then I get do it 8 times as I record it from 8 different angles, and then try and cobble something together to a music of some sort, which I should probably also try and make not copyrighted now, but then obviously the music's not as good and it doesn't fit what I wanted to do. The War Thunder videos were the easiest to make. Those are easy, the tools are built in. With DCS, it's tricky, it takes a long time. The replays are not great. I find the best results are from doing it live, but it's really, really, really hard to do it live. At least without having a group of people. Hopefully there'll be more cinematic videos, preferably DCS. Whether or not I'll do any more War Thunder ones, probably less so. A lot of stuff's happened with War Thunder. After the boycott and stuff like that, I've taken a bit of a break, an extended break. Just been playing sporadically. I haven't brought anything in that interests me, and top tier is still, for me, almost entirely unplayable. So until they add anti-radiation missiles, I'm basically out of top tier entirely, because there's no point in flying it for me, or driving tanks around at top tier. So will there be more War Thunder videos? Maybe. It's a maybe. It's a lot less likely than DCS, considering everything I do with DCS and how much I play DCS. Compared to War Thunder these days, it's unlikely. As for other games, there's potential possibly for a Wolfpack video, if the guys want to do it. A Phasmophobia video could in theory be possible, both a solo and a multiplayer, which I might do actually for Halloween. Is I might play solo Phasmophobia and do that for you guys. It really depends on what I can do, what I have the means to do, what I have the people to do. There are old series that were never finished, and I don't want to go back to releasing half-finished series. That's another issue that I have with starting back up again, is if I get halfway through a series and then for whatever reason I don't get to finish it again, and then there's another half-finished series. I don't like doing that. The U-Boat one's a prime example. The Cold Waters one was fair, and that was an old series anyway, so it wasn't particularly good. That I definitely don't want to get back into doing, right? So if I start a DCS series, which I was thinking of doing, perhaps sharing you a Tactical Tuesday one week, which again, some of that stuff might end up being on TDCS's YouTube channel and not on my channel if it's DCS related, related to our events. If I start a series like a DCS series, I want to continue through with it. Okay, so it's a similar thing to what happened with even the Liberation Campaign videos that I did get out on the 1991 Persian Gulf Liberation Campaign, the very, very beginning of them. Over a year ago now, I do believe it was a while ago. That was not the full series. There were missions after that, there were missions before that were either lost, unusable. I wanted to have it where I would have like F2 views as well as my perspective, so you can see what's happening outside, like from the replays, and it's not feasible because the replay system is just kind of poor and not particularly intuitive. Right, I think that's about all I have to say. Thank you for listening to me ramble on for what has been going on for half an hour now, looking at the recording here. I'm sure it'll be a lot shorter than that in the final cut. I'm looking to keep this under about 10 minutes for you lovely folks at home. Go ahead, come check us out on the Discord, Tentacle DCS. We offer plenty of stuff for new people, plenty of stuff for the veterans, events weekly, campaigns, training events, and even we offer courses. They're all completely free. They're all voluntary, or voluntarily run, I should say. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to go ahead and go over to Tactical DCS YouTube channel. Subscribe over there. That's been me. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. It's me out.